You're about to witness sports mastery in the making. The only birdies and eagles you're likely to see are those flying overhead as you're about to watch me suck at mini golf.
Welcome to another edition of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf, coming for you from Tatnuck Farms Creamery in Leicester, Massachusetts. I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's not officially open, but they're letting people play anyway. No idea what the par numbers are. This looks like a practice area, but why practice when we can start sucking right away? And with that being said, let's go to hole number 1. Scorecards got little left to be desired, unfortunately. It seems they just cut them up. So we have 10 through 18, and well, we're going to have to fudge it. Anyway, here are the rules. 5-stroke limit. If it's shaking, it's because my right hand isn't steady. 4 players in a team don't matter. 1-stroke penalty if it jumps the fairway or snags an obstacle. Ball may be moved 6 inches, which is a normal standard thing. All members of the party does not matter. So we're going to have to kind of make the scorecard a thing that will work. Anyway, this is supposedly hole 1. And I'm going to assume, because there's no pars, I'm assuming a 42, which is the general standard. We start here, and there's the hole. But we got a drop off there, a drop off there, and the hole here. One thing I can say is the grass carpet's in pretty good shape. It will be wrecked in a few spots because they've had problems with the animals wrecking the thing. Let's go. This is the first swing. Let's see how it goes. There's the swing. A little off to the left. Hits the hill on the right, pushing it further to the left. Not set up all that badly. Second shot, assuming par. Here it is, and just short. Third shot. Here it goes, and into the hole. Just barely. Hole number 2. Boy, Mosquito City here. Same as the first, except there's a slight downhill on this side. And I mean, just barely. Here's the low spot. And there's the hole. Seems pretty simple. Let's see how badly we'll do it. It seems if the hole is easy or difficult, things go bad. But it doesn't look too bad this time. Over the little hill and pretty close to the hole. Not bad. This is for par. And in it goes. Hole number 3. Just like hole number 1 and hole number 2. I think they were going more for golf. No obstacles or anything. Anyway, again, tips to the left. There's the low point. Otherwise, it straightens right back out and goes right to the hole. Again, another fairly simple hole. Off to the right it goes, and it banks left from that low spot, and just past the hole. Ooh, who knows? This is a fairly long attempt at par, so we're assuming, and into the hole it went. Nice shot. Hole number 4. I'm assuming these are all par 2 at the moment. It's a nice looking mini golf course, but I'm not seeing anything different really. Except right here, the darkened spot is the low spot, now we do have a fairly high angle right there to get to the hole. Perhaps this place is hiding something that we don't realize yet. While it all looks simple, there are some sleeper obstacles in the path. There's the first ball, clears the low spot. Ooh! Just missed a hole in one. Good setup for par. if it takes two. Once again, going for par. There's the swing, looking good, directly into the hole. Hole number 5. Kind of looks like holes 1, 2, 3, and 4. But hey, I thought the same about bogey lanes, and then it got tough. So who knows, since I haven't been here before, who knows what this place has in store. Decent size alley-oop over there. And the hole is on an upward hill, leaning slightly right. But just before you get to the hole, about a foot or so, it flattens out. This is where some of the sleeper obstacles could come into play. Aims right, goes up the hill, and it stops partway up. This is for par. It's a little tough. Hill's just enough the ball doesn't roll back down, and not enough power, and ball rolls down just a little bit. This is for 3. Still on the hill. Up we go, and it's just enough of a hill. That hill was definitely a sleeper. And there's number 4. Hole number 6. Like I said, it's probably got challenges that are quote-unquote sleepers. And surprise, surprise, that hole got me. Here's what the guy was talking about. Said animals have been wrecking the carpet. And this carpet is in excellent shape otherwise. A little bit of damage there. But here's the hole. I mean, we're starting pretty much where the ball is. Again, it's a straight shot to the hole, but I'm sure you can see the big hill. And it kind of goes like that. And then that's the high spot. Got to get up this hill, and it leans left a little bit. But if you make the hill, you're on a fairly flat area, or pointing slightly downwards that way to the hole. Another simple hole, another big hill. Gave it enough power this time, and just went right by the hole. Another hole-in-one lost. Just that close. Going for par. Once again, long ways and a bit difficult, and a bit short. Attempt number 3, minding the big hill, got it in the hole. Hole number 7. It's not straight this time. It's a dog leg, and it banks towards the left. And where the animals got to the carpet again, this could pose a challenge of its own, is where the hole is. This is the first one that isn't straight. There we go, past the low spot, bank to the wall, hit the damaged area. That's a tough line. Number 2. The damage might help. Nope, not needed. Hole number 8. Looks like we're getting easier again, but like I said, it could be there's probably a sleeper challenge here in the making. It just goes down, slightly banking to the right. Then it kind of settles in the middle. And there's the hole. Once again, back to easier material. There's a swing, down the hill, going up, and will it? Oh, so close! But an easy 2. For the easy 2, and there it is. Hole number 9. Again, just looks like another simple straight hole, but I think I see the sleeper on this one. It's gradual uphill all the way. Till you're about a foot from the hole, then it flattens out. The hills are enough to require power, not enough to roll back much. Not enough power, and very little rollback. Attempting par, if it is a par 2. not enough oomph. Shot number 3. In it goes. Hole number 10. It's mostly straight and slightly more uphill on the left than the right, but then it all goes uphill, and about 2 feet away from the hole, everything flattens out, and hopefully hit this. Once again, going up some big hills, especially near the end. There it goes, almost all the way to the top. Oh no, it's rolling back. Another sleeper found. Number 2, trying to get over that big hill. There we go, and over the top. Set up good for a 3rd shot. 3rd shot, making sure not to bounce back and go down the big hill again. There it is, and into the hole. Hole 11. Looks like this wraps around itself quite a bit. More animal damage, because these carpets are in pretty good shape. 2 big hills, and they're all fairly uniform, except the hill might start 6 inches more that way than that way, but they're uniform. And they're big. And there's the hole. 2 big hills, very obvious, lots of power. Over them both. And the ball out of bounds. 2nd shot plus the penalty for going out of bounds. And, ooh, so close. 3rd shot, and it's in, plus the penalty for 4. Hole 12. Doesn't it just look like the same? Except now we're going down the hill, and there is a slight turn. It banks about 6 inches to the right from left to right, and it levels out right at the hole. This is a somewhat long one. This probably is one of the par 3s. Gentle hit because of the downhill, and right by the hole as it goes up the hill, but not much to bring it back. This is a long chance at a 2. There it goes, and it went in. Amazing. Hole number 13. It divots right here, and that side being low. Other than that, you hit a small hill, and then it flattens out to the hole, but it does drop a little bit in that direction. Back to what appears to be another easier hole. There goes the shot, up the small hill, and oh, down! Another sleeper. 2nd shot. This place does have lots of surprises. Oh, right over the hole. There are more hidden challenges awaiting you as you go along. And there's number 3, right in the hole. Hole 14, slightly variant. It's almost straight, but it goes left. It banks left. More animal damage here. I mean, these carpets are in great shape. I mean, you probably can hear it under my feet. It turns left, where it flattens out, and there's the hole. Here's the first swing, and just hits the sidewall of the dogleg and just over the hill next to the hole. Going for par, and in it goes. Hole 15. You can see it does wrap around itself. That's where everything began. And almost the same except narrower. And I got damage right in the path. And it goes uphill from here, more on the left side than the right. And then now right or so than the left. And within 3 feet, flattens out the hole.
First shot, damaged grass that could be a factor, plus the hill at the end. Bounces on the damage, goes over the hill, and lines up fairly decently with the hole. Going for par, and ooh, just missed. Going for 3, should be fairly easy to get in, and there it is.
Hole 16. Now it's the same as everything, except it's straight. But we got 2 uphills. I'm telling you though, there are some sleepers. That last one being a 3 shot instead of a 2, I did not actually see the slope there. So there's some sleepers in here. And there's the hole.
First shot with, once again, some obvious hills. Lots of power. A little too much power. But it stayed on course. And somewhat doable. Going for par. Minding the hills after the hole. And in it goes.
Hole 17. It's almost straight. It barely curves left. But as you're going up and up. And then it flattens out roughly where I'm drawing. So that's a very steep part. And this is the lesser steep part. 2.5 feet in front of the hole, it flattens out. And there's your object.
First shot, one very big hill. There's the power, and just over the hill. Set up good for a second shot, and par. This is for par, shorter than the last one, and ooh, just barely missed. This is for 3, and in the cup it goes.
Before we get to the last final hole, if you're wondering how I'm doing better than normal, this helps that it's got a rangefinder, so you can kind of guide the ball in. Although that last time it didn't really help. Well, that's what happens when you suck. Last hole, number 18. It turns. You gotta aim left. It banks left here where the black spot is. Then it levels out. Then it high spot here. And then it's high over here. Drops down a little high over here. And a short high spot over here. It almost directs you right to the hole. But not quite. And if you wanted to replay, it'd be another $3. But we're doing it just this once. And let's see how this one goes.
This is another rare hole that turns. In all cases, they appear to turn left. And set up very well, using all those ups and downs to get somewhat close to the hole. Setting up for the second shot. And just short. Shot number 3, pretty close. And, oh, just not enough. Here are the results. We're not using the fancy graphical card because we kind of need information like par and what have not to fill that in. Since we're missing a lot of parameters, here it is in text form. As you can see here, everything totals to a 49. All the numbers in green, holes 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 14, and 16, I know are at least par. But like I said, we don't know. Holes that are in pink are those that I know are definitely over by at least 1 or 2. And then hole 11 is a brighter pink more towards red, which is a 4. That is because we took a 1-stroke penalty. And for all these years, and that includes playing with friends over time, we didn't exactly get the 1-stroke penalty thing right. Whenever we committed a foul and you took a 1-stroke penalty, we always thought, and as I was taught, is that you simply just accept the putt and move on. In other words, it usually would go negative towards your results, but it just simply counted as a putt, not actually adding a physical point. So I looked up the rules, and indeed, you have to add 1 point to the total number of putts. I know many of you say, well, yeah, of course. But the way it was around here, we just simply said the penalty shot is, it counts. Move on. So everything we've done up to this point is scrubbed clean. All the records mean nothing. So everything we've done up to this point, outside of this particular video, doesn't really stand anymore. All these years, including the YouTube videos, I've had the penalty shot thing wrong all this time. So like I said, wipe the board clean. Nothing that we've done counts, including the mere 4 or 5 over at the place in Sterling. That is gone. Mulligan's, that is. That's the name of the place, oddly enough. Anyway, so this is this episode of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. This coming to you from Tutnuck Farms Creamery in Leicester, Massachusetts. This was actually not a planned stop. GPS said this was the closest one that I could get to from where I was, and it was a surprise. So there it is. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.